started preaching the gospel, went around the street, said hi to this person. Excuse me, have you been born again? If you die tonight, should you die tonight, are you sure you'll go to heaven? Just making conversations about the resurrection of Jesus Christ and the gospel. And after about 7 days, I realized I don't have enough money to stay in a hostel tomorrow night. So tomorrow night, I need to stay in the airport, wait for God to give me some money to start my flight back. I better go and find out how much this ticket's going to be back to Norway, I said to myself. So I went into a flight center. And in that flight center, there was a lady there. And I talked with her, and she said it was going to be about $1,000. And, she said $1,240 for one kind of flight, a bit less for another one. So I left, and I went about, just talking to people, looking around. And I saw on the map a mall which I wanted to visit. So I got on a bus a couple of hours later to go to this mall. And I started a conversation with a lady on the bus. And I was just telling her a little bit about Darwin and the fact that I was here for the gospel, etc. And it turned out that she was a sister in the Lord. Yeah. And I said to her, where do you work? And she said, me? I work in Flight Center. I said, wait a minute. Are you the lady who gave me the price of the ticket? She said, yeah. I said, okay, I believe in divine appointments. She was a sister-in-law, so I could say this. I believe in divine appointments. I believe God is going to give me the money to fly back to Norway. And when he does, I'm going to buy the ticket from you. Lo and behold, she invited me to come eat with her and her dad that night. No, I couldn't that night because I was going to eat with an Indonesian brother in a Chinese restaurant. He wanted to invite me to an Indonesian restaurant. But the next night, when I was planning to sleep in the airport, instead I was eating a steak in her house with her dad. I've been walking around the streets looking at these $10 steaks, wishing, because I was short of money, wishing I could have a steak. And here I was in this house having this steak. So we're eating this dinner together. And then this sister, Monica was her name, she said something really bad about her granddad. And I said to the man of the house, John, does your wife talk about her dad like that? He said, yeah. I said, didn't he do anything right? He said, nah. I said, nothing? He said, well, come to think of it, he did try to do this and he tried to do that. And I said, because the Bible says, honor your father and mother. And I say, if you've got nothing good to say about your father and mother, don't say anything at all. And he said, what do you need? I said, me? I need a ticket home. He said, we'll do that. And he brought me a ticket from Australia to Norway. All from saying, honor your father and mother. It didn't finish there though.